Have you ever talked to that one guy in your gym and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm an experienced lifter. I've been working out for 5 years now." But then you look at his physique and it looks like he's never even worked out before. I'm going to show you exactly why that is, and no, it's not because of his bad genetics. So right behind me, I have a graph. And on the x-axis, you can see the amount of time spent training in years. On the y-axis, the amount of gains that person makes. So from years 0 to 3, you can see that this purple curve right here spikes up pretty high, and this is known as the newbie gains phase. This is where you're going to make the most amount of progress. After most lifters experience their newbie gains, they tend to plateau, and this is where most people get stuck, around the 3 to 4 year mark. And that's because they think that doing the same things that got them from here to here are going to work again to get them from here to here. But that's not necessarily true. So, in order to keep progressing from here to here, that person must dial in their meals, their training, and their recovery. So they have to get better with the foods they eat, train harder, train smarter, and recover better. But the gains they make, it's not going to be a whole lot compared to what they got when they were first starting. And then finally, after 4 to 5 years, they will be near their maximum genetic potential. And so there's not going to be a lot more gains beyond this point. The guy who experiences these kind of gains is consistent with his diet, training, and recovery. So here's where the experienced lifter comes in. So instead of making these kind of gains because the lifter was consistent from the start, the quote experienced lifter is not going to see as many results because he didn't get it right when he was first starting out. And so even if he starts to pick it up, if he's more consistent with his training, his diet, and his recovery around year 3 to 4, and he notices some steady improvements, he's still not going to be nearly as developed as the guy who just tried hard from day one. And no matter how experienced he says he is, the results simply just do not reflect that. And that huge disparity between the two people just comes from how hard they're trying in the first few years of lifting. So, how can you maximize this newbie gain phase? Eat all of your meals, train every hard set in the gym to failure, and get to bed on time every single night. Then constantly educate yourself on how you can make those three things better. And if you're always learning and you never stop from day one, you're always consistent and you're always trying to get better, I promise that you're going to see your best results and you're not going to be that experienced guy. Good luck.